This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo.
And today we are, we're back from 2 weeks because scheduling sucks, and, day jobs like to toy with us because, yes. But this week we are doing our end of the month patron chat, and obviously we have all of our awesome patrons with us today. We have Boom.
Sup?
True Speak. Purple Archer. And Riku.
I'm gonna try not to slaughter the pronunciation. Oh, Hokali.
Oh, you got one too now.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not gonna look at what he said, but
that's the,
right.
Specific emote in 14 Dawn Trail.
Oh my.
Oh, okay. So something I haven't gotten to yet. All right, cool, got it.
Right out of that, we'll just drop that hammer.
Just get it over with now.
Record time.
Just get it over with. So the patrons here came up with, specifically True Speak, because these are from both of his. So the first half of the show, we're going to be doing How is Your Life Like in FF? And the latter half of the show, we're doing Should FF Return to Turn-Based Combat? Which I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement with that one once we get to that. But who wants to start? How is your life like a Final Fantasy?
It never ends.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's never final with Final Fantasy.
It's never final.
No, you just when you go to sleep, you go into a dream sequence and go through that entire. But what happens when you die? Do you just get reincarnated or get isekai'd into a Final Fantasy?
You return to the star.
What would you just say?
You turn into a star?
You return to the star.
Oh.
You'll get it when you get further into 14. Mark it down. Sure. That's about 2 minutes.
Well, Riku already said it right at the get-go.
We already got it out of the way.
Are we doing tallies?
We're doing tallies.
Sometimes we can say it.
Oh, God.
Well, Brian, do you want to start it off?
Well, yeah. So, and I did this while we were prepping, but I think it's good to give a little context of where this came from. During the last patron chat, someone on the Discord had mentioned my criteria for Final Fantasy was basically Final Fantasy is real life then. And so it got me thinking, yes, I know it's a role-playing game, but whenever I'm playing Final Fantasy, it basically reflects the way that I treat my life in general. And I started thinking about the way that I, build my characters. My character builds are always basically my personality. The way I manage my inventory, the way I manage my guild, the composition of my party, and who I level up and who I don't. You know, all of those things. The open world aspect of it. They're all so like. I'm basically playing Final Fantasy, but I'm just kind of just being myself, which is an interesting thing to think about. And I don't know if you all have ever had that idea. Maybe your minds have never ventured in that path, but it could be, you could maybe discover a thing or two about like, yo, when I play this game, I'm kind of just, I'm kind of just being myself. Or the opposite could be true, right? You're playing the RPG and you're being completely different, maybe because you need an escape. So I thought it would be an interesting thing to talk about. It's something I spent obviously way too much time thinking about because I prepared a whole questionnaire about it. But yeah, that's where the question came from.
I mean, one of us has got to be overachiever, right? And prepare.
Somebody needs to.
Something. I like structure.
I agree with you. I've only recently come into somewhat of a management position at my job, so I've got people I wouldn't say managing because it feels a little more overbearing than it really needs to be given credit for. But I have the opportunity to drift certain people in certain directions, and also I have 4 kids. I definitely take my RPG behavior and put it in real life where I want to give everybody a shot. And if they fail at that shot, I'm looking at you, Red 13. I'm pulling you out and I'm putting you on the bench. You're not going to berserk me all day at my job. I'm sorry.
I like that's a good comparison though, because it is really accurate, especially in that kind of position where recognizing skills and flaws and accordingly organizing that way, that can be applied to like even friendships, relationships, like the people you surround yourself with, the energy that you build. It's kind of the same as building a party. It's like, I guess everyone has their role, their job, their class. So, yeah.
I do have my main party and then my backup party of friends. Like these are the people that I want to hang out with.
Steve's min-maxing his friend group.
These ones are busy on their own quest. We'll collect the bench for them. That sounded really rude.
Yeah. We're going to fight this super boss. I'm bringing this group of friends. Yeah. Going out tonight, that means I'm bringing this group.
It's situational.
I don't know. I'm kind of the opposite. I'm very structured and everything in real life. Final Fantasy, I'm like, F it. You go do this. I don't care.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
great.
say the way I play Final Fantasy games is a lot more brute force, smash my way through it. That's why I like DPS roles and jobs. But maybe that is also a reflection of how I go through life too. I would say that like you don't even notice it sometimes. Like, I mean, True Speak has said that it's just kind of a recent realization for him. Maybe he's like, we've been doing it our whole lives and we don't even realize, because it's like, yeah, the role-playing game, you think you're just playing a role. In reality, you're learning more about yourself with how you play that role.
I have learned that, like with jobs, Brian mentioned it in like before we started recording, but like what kind of job you do, and in 14, I'm the same way as Boom, like literally leveling all the jobs. I'm like, all right, well, let me figure out how much I like all these different jobs. Like I've bounced around in real life to so many different kinds of jobs. I'm like, which one am I gonna like the best?
Oh, I understand that completely too.
Some days,
that happened to me
some days I
last
want to be a
year.
ninja, some days I want to be a gunfighter.
That happened to me last year. I mean, I left my one job that I was doing for almost a little over a decade, went to 3 other jobs that were completely crap that I didn't like, and then went back to the original job I left, while also having 2 other side jobs, this and also doing VO. So, I'm already changing jobs left and right in daylight, real life.
So you're playing life like me and Boom too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, see, this applies to me too, because those of you that have seen me in Discord talking about 14. So my job is I'm a fiber optic Cat 6 installer. I work on internet wiring, but in my field, everybody seems to think that it's all electrical. It's all 120 and wall outlets and breakers, and that's all included. But just like with Scholar and Summoner, I don't touch electrical. I don't touch Scholar. I'm Summoner only. I don't consider me a Scholar. I know you think that that's supposed to be under my belt. It's not. I just do one thing, one specific sect, and that's it. And I'm good at it. I'm really good at it. But don't ask me to do the other thing.
At least in FF14, if you level Summoner, your Scholar is getting level 2, so you don't even have to touch it.
Well, so that's why I was comparing the two, because a lot of the like qualifications and certifications, electrical and telecommunications go hand in hand, and they want you to know both before they pass you on anything. Like the state of Louisiana has no NCCER is what it's called. They don't credit telecommunications. It's all just electrical, and it infuriates me. But if that's how it feels when people are like, yeah, but you got that level 100 Scholar too. Nope. Might as well be 0 as far as I'm concerned. I'm a Summoner through and through, baby.
Screw healing.
Well, and that brings me to the other thing I was going to say about what Purple was saying. He's saying he likes to mash through and he likes to DPS. What the heck does that say about me and my healing affliction?
Very cautious, I think. Like, I like I hope he doesn't mind me bringing this up. Earlier before the show, you talked about inventory management, true speak, and how it's like you keep all your stuff at 99. That is absolutely me. Playing a game, even in life, it's like, oh, but I might need it later, so I don't want to use it right now. End of the game, you still have max. It's like,
is everybody like that though? Because I don't know if that's so in real life.
Oh, hell no.
Total I save everything. It's
in real life, I'm quite opposite.
But when you play the RPG, are you maxed out on all your inventory?
Not
Because
even close.
I don't want to use this elixir. I've got 99 of them, but I don't know. I may need this elixir. Are you ever in a situation
For the
where
final boss,
you're
I'm gonna hit.
I don't know. I don't know if that's just an RPG thing of you just overstock for things, but
It for sure is.
okay.
like just that hyper prep, never know when you need it, and then never end up needing it.
I've actually started trying to break myself of that brainwashing and using like ethers and high ethers when I know that I'm just going to be sitting on them if I don't.
Yeah, it took me lots of years to start that.
No, yeah, I use stuff when I need it. I
Oh,
don't
Box
stockpile it,
Girl.
so
Box Girl in chat is calling Steve out.
you're not
Yeah.
leveling his crafters.
I never will.
I've never accepted one of the side jobs. I only have 2 jobs in 14.
What?
Honestly, I'm surprised you could dodge the side job accepting. I think you have to know which ones they are, not to accept them, or just tunnel vision MST. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm
You got
just
it.
tunnel visioning.
Don't worry, you'll get there. You will see all the blue on the map, and it's like, all right, fine, I'm just gonna get rid of it.
I gotta clear some of this out. Yeah.
You know, now that I think about it, I level everything in Final Fantasy 14. My job consists of a lot of different, specializations in different stuff in my job. So, like, I guess that does make sense why I level, because my job is a TV provider, but we also do internet. We also have our own cell phone service. We also do fiber. We also do flock safe. We do all kinds of stuff. We install stuff that people buy online, like cameras and stuff. So I guess it makes sense. I have all these specializations, and then I level everything in 14.
I was just expecting you to say like we do security, we do badging, we do cameras.
We do security as well. Yeah,
I got him.
like I said, our company does. We partner with a lot of people and do all kinds of stuff.
That checks out.
I mean, the same kind of goes. I mean, I work. Everybody here knows I work for GameStop at this point. I have to have the knowledge of everything that comes in my store. Let alone, I mean, it's all natural now because I'm a nerd in general. But have to have no knowledge of Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and all the stuff Nintendo's now doing with Switch 2. That's a whole different topic.
I'm just gonna have fun.
I am dreading next week. I'm getting a Switch 2 more for Pokemon, but like in GameCube games because I can actually play GameCube games again on the Switch 2, which is gonna be great. But yeah, I had to have all this knowledge. Let alone I do 5 podcasts, technically 4. with one being on hiatus, but still learning more about the fifth one that's on hiatus because the HBO series, which that just happened, they just cast more in that, and then also trying to keep up and doing VO. Oh, it's like, yeah, it's 14 in real life to me. Like, I'm switching left and right knowledge base and weapons of knowledge and all that. Oh boy.
I have to be careful in your stores because if I talk too loudly, people think I work for y'all.
I've experienced that once.
That literally, I'm not even kidding. That has happened to me before I even started working for them. So don't trust me. I've been there, done that, and now I actually do work for them. So, well, for the last 12 years.
I'm going to touch on another one of Brian's points here about open world concepts.
That's what I was gonna ask. Does anyone? Yeah,
I'll move the boat down the river for you.
Go for it.
I travel a lot for my job. Other than that, I don't think I would have made it outside of Ravenaster and maybe some Westerson here and there, just getting some adventures in. But for my job, I'm definitely open worlding, and like I was saying earlier about how I actually pull a lot of, I don't know, my courage, my bravado from being able to walk into a new area in the game, which that sounds dorky AF, but I'm going to say it anyway. I took that with me to my job and I was like, all right, new place, new NPCs. Let's see what the quests are. Let's find out what's going on in this beast.
I think that's an amazing way to actually look at it and could honestly be very helpful to people with stuff like social anxiety. Like, that's actually really cool that you've kind of
to a terrible degree, to an absolutely embarrassing degree. I do it. I'm not exaggerating at all on the thought process. When I meet job contacts, I see in my mind a dialogue box.
You see an exclamation point above their head, and then
yeah. What's this job's target? How are you doing today? Just the different options. What can I open up with this guy and his lore?
Seeing the dialogue options below.
I used to travel a lot for work too, and when I traveled internationally. So I would go to, whether it was, I'd be in India, I'd be in different countries in Europe.
You got a way bigger world map than me.
Yeah, so my world map was huge. It's like I had the airship. You didn't have the airship yet. I got the airship. And it was totally. When I think about what I would do in another country, it was basically just me in open world, just going to different dungeons. I would just go and walk around and just with almost like no plan. And this is the way I play Final Fantasy is. And this is, I don't like linear games. This is why I didn't like 13. I never finished it. I want to just go explore with no restrictions at all. And so in real life, when I go around, I am investigating every little nook and cranny, just looking around, just observing and doing different things, interacting with different people, just because I want to see everything. And when I play any RPG, let alone an FF, I am exploring everything, covering every area of the map. If it's one of those games where you can uncover parts of the map, I'm uncovering every part of that map just to see, just to explore, just to do. And I do this also in real life as well, is sometimes I'm a little unprepared. Like I will walk into a situation and be like, oh, I'm not at the right level or whatever. And, that may or may not have gotten me in trouble in different places around the world, but
certain bar rooms.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's why I've always loved any open world format. If it's too linear, that I'm like, oh, I want to just explore, which is why I can't.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question before you speak, though. Yeah. You said you didn't finish 13 because it's too linear.
Yeah.
Now, all right, did you finish 10?
Which
is also a linear game.
I felt this, but that's the thing is I felt the same about 10, right? I think about so my first Final Fantasy was 7. Everyone knows that I love it. It was as non-linear as at least at that time that you could do. There was no sort of linear. You could go and whenever you wanted to find Yuffie, you could find her. You know what I mean? Some people never even uncover. You didn't even have to.
I'm one of them. Yuffie and Vincent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Vincent, you could completely skip it. And Ruby Emerald Weapon, you didn't have to do those either. But I did all of those things, all the chocobo breeding and stuff. I did all of it because I just wanted to just uncover the whole map. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the way that I view the world in some ways. Like the actual real world is seeing everything, touching every space, and just getting to know it all.
Very completionist in your life.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's not even like I don't do trophies. I don't go trophy hunting or anything. But I still want to see everything that the game has to offer, if that makes sense. Because I'm not a good enough gamer to get all the trophies.
Would you say it's less accomplishment, more curiosity based?
Yeah, it's more exploring and just like, and that's totally me to a T. Like that's what I do, and that's the reason why I could probably play 14 forever. Because
have you started sightseeing log?
I have, yeah, totally. And some of them, like, how do I get to that spot?
Oh, buddy. Oh,
there's
jump
one
quests.
I'm never going to get to.
Yeah, I don't know. But,
Boom, is it the one in Cougain?
Yep.
Yeah, how do you get to that?
I'll watch how to do that. I'm like, I'm not trying that. I'm not spending hours.
I spent maybe 3 hours on it, and I think one of those hours was watching the stream one time.
I was like, I'm going to wait till I see somebody standing up there and just kill myself so they can revive me up there.
All right. So the last thing that I had was, I know that every main character, or even like characters in Final Fantasy, are almost purposefully over the top. They are caricatures and everything, but I feel like you wouldn't be invested in the game if you didn't somehow relate to them, right? For me, given the fact I played Final Fantasy when I was a teenager, needless to say, I was a little emo kid, and this is the reason why I like Cloud. This is the reason why I probably tolerated Squall more than most people do.
Not me, baby.
Yeah, but those are the characters that I related with. The emo trope, whether it's, Lightning was kind of
I was about to say, how do you feel about Lightning?
Yeah. Lightning's a female Cloud. Let's just. You guys will learn about Lightning starting next week.
Hey, drop the news.
Let's go, boom.
There's that Final Fantasy trope of the emo kind of just like, I'm going to say whatever 100 times at the beginning. Like, kind of identify with that because I'm like, that's kind of me a little bit, a little emo, But I don't know if anybody else has any characters that they really identified with just
I
because,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for me, it's Zidane. Like, was off trying to see the world. That's what I did for the first 24 years of my life. And then had a wonderful lady dropped into my lap, and I was like, well, I guess
that's
it's time.
adorable.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's a Zidane and Garnet real life situation here.
Did she cut her hair for you?
We really
did. Steal her?
Did you kidnap her?
But yeah, I like. How he goes from being such a carefree character, which is, like I said, it's how it was first 24 years, and then really had to like buckle down and like, we got a goal now. I always really, really related to that. Even when I was younger, I always related to like the young carefree kind of attitude that he had. And then as I got older, I really, really clicked with the, closer to end game stuff with him. So when I tell you that 9 is my favorite, it's for more than just the fact that I love the game. It's like the characters in there there's so many of them. Like Steiner, there's so much about Steiner. Like, you want to do the right thing, even if you don't know that you're doing it, may not be the right thing, but you're trying your best. Like, and you figure it out. It's just a process. So I think there's a lot of characters in 9 for me personally that really hit home.
I think you could all guess who mine is.
Cloud.
I'm hoping I can guess.
Zach and Cloud.
Yes.
I feel like Zach and Cloud.
It's two sides of the same coin there.
Yeah, I feel like they represent like both of my moods, I guess. Like the two like Cloud is that teenage version of me that's very just shut in until like I grew up and became a lot more like Zach, very energetic and just wanting the vibe
Golden
to be there.
retriever.
Yes, and like that, but I don't know if that's intentionally something I picked up from the game or just like a connection that I found. But yeah, that's another reason why I love Zach so much. The charm, and it's a very, very close connection I have.
I think maybe it describes my love for 8 to say the fact that Squall is one of the only characters we were given an inner dialogue for is why I relate to him so hard, because I constantly have 17 tabs open and one of them's playing music and I can never find out which one it is. So that really helped me put his shoes on, so to speak.
I really like that about it makes you, I guess, feel like that is really your player character as opposed to watching, say, a movie. It's like you get to feel his feelings.
Yeah, they did a similar thing with Titus in 10, where he does the little voiceover things in
He's telling his own story,
between
right?
big moments. Yeah, yeah. So you know what he's actually thinking as opposed to what you're seeing on the screen in the moments.
I never wanted to see Yuna dance again.
Exactly. Yeah, because on the outside, I mean, he's similar to Zane, where he's just very loud and boisterous and very outgoing, but then you see those quiet moments where he's actually describing what he's feeling on the inside. It's pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, even when Titus in the beginning is having existential crises, he's still a little cartoony about it. Like when he's yelling at Aaron and Luca, what the heck is going on? It's got that funny animated feel about it.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. That's why I love the you know, it's not too serious. It's not too, and which is why, back to my thing with 12, it's like, why is this not cartoony? Why don't they have like a laughing scene to it? This is too serious. Too serious. Great story, great game, but man, it's just why it's so serious.
I was
recently like that too. You know what I mean? Like, why is everything so? Be funny.
I was recently telling my wife about the scene in 10 where Titus.
How dare you?
Did on purpose. Titus is talking to Ren on the ship right before you fight the dragon, and Titus says, "Well, you know, if we lose, you die too." And he says, "I have faith in your victory." Yeah. And honestly, that scene makes me giggle right down to my belly.
I like, yeah, because I mean, I feel like sometimes the devs forget that they're handling a franchise with giant running chickens and like little bear creatures, and it's like the whimsy is what makes it
100%.
fun. Like,
100%.
and especially because they always balance it with these dark, dramatic.
Yeah.
Like it's
you need that balance though. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you said that, Purple, because it's a bunch of dark stuff going on. You know.
Yeah, like it's not to be like ignored, and I think it makes it hit more that way.
Yeah,
like you're kind of, for the beginning of say 7 before the Nibelheim scene, it's a little dark. Yeah, you have the deaths, but that flaming town, it's just like it kind of hits you a little bit more. It's like, oh, this is a massacre. Like that's crazy. I like that.
They made a Magic the Gathering card out of Sephiroth's fire pose. FFS.
I saw that. I want it so bad.
Yeah, so that's one of the good reasons I work where I work. I can actually get stuff when they come in. I still don't know what the heck I'm getting or how much. I need at least one of everything.
Just I already contacted a friend of mine who's a scalper, and he said he'll give me Commander today.
Whoa!
I said I'm not giving you anything over retail. He's like, only because you're my friend.
That's well, just to let everybody know now. Compared to Pokemon, which the scalping business it's whatever. With Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast prints well over demand, so the scalpers might have a bad time. Just saying.
I hope so. As long as I get my
throwing his friend under the bus.
No,
it sounds like Wizards of the Coast is going to have a good time. Is what it sounds.
Oh yeah, no, it was, and well, also this entire set's play legal, so everything's legal tournament wise. So
Oh,
that
man,
Jumbo
I've seen so
Cactar
many videos.
is
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
tournament play legal, which a lot of people is like, that's getting
one's
banned
expensive.
almost immediately because you bring that out, use the spell Fling, you literally chuck it at your opponent's health and 10,000 damage dead.
I've seen a lot of complaints about the VV card too.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
the
seen
V-
that one.
Yeah, there's I'm just excited for all the art, all the characters. There's so much 14 love, by the way. Robon's getting his own card, which is going to be freaking sick. But anyway,
You guys are really missing out on the actually card game they actually have though.
I was just
Oh,
about to
no,
ask
so I
who,
actually-
'cause
I
know
actually-
you collect that, right?
Yeah.
I started collecting it too because we actually started carrying it at GameStop too. So
I just haven't been
Shit.
able to find
mean,
it in the wild.
yeah,
It's hard to
like,
find a
damn.
while. I have to get a card shop to order it for me.
The best thing is honestly TCG player and just buy packs over there or
Yeah, that's what I
singles.
started doing because they're a bit cheaper. I might screw it.
But as far as characters go for me, I don't know. Like I mean, I like a lot of the protagonists, and I would say probably Thancred would be the one that really grabbed my attention personality-wise, and like I related to because he's one for always caring for a friend, for his friends, and he will die for them in a heartbeat. Like he will be the first one to sacrifice himself, and that's something I've.
Damn it.
What?
Fox just losing her mind in chat right now, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to know, Steven. If anything happens,
Now it's in
bad
the back of
happens
my
to
mind,
him,
'cause I really like
I
Thancred
will
too.
hurt you.
I'm not
Because he's
I'm-
all the way in through Dawn Trail. There's just nothing bad happens up to him.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's look.
He's in Dawn Trail,
without
so nothing bad
spoiling
happens.
anything, we still have our.
I
boy
didn't mean
Thancred.
anything. Yeah, I didn't mean like him dying. I just meant like going above and beyond to protect.
Oh yeah.
Which means
Yeah.
well, okay.
See, this is why I stopped looking at the free company chat. Because first off, it's like nothing but spoilers and redacting stuff. It's like looking at some military secrets. So I just stopped looking at it.
It's
You
because of me.
open it, you open it, it's just nothing but spoilers. I'm like, all right, well, if somebody tags me, I'll look at it. At that point,
is me.
Yeah, I only
I'm
get
in
tagged
Storm-
for
okay, I'm
getting a
in-
new
oh,
house.
I'm in Stormblood, right? I'm in Stormblood. When do I get to meet this Emmett Selch? Because
Or no, I'm sorry. Shadowbringers? Or
Shadowbringers.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shadowbringers.
It's at the end of Stormblood,
Stormblood.
starting. It's like towards
Oh.
like it's post Stormblood is where you start
I'm
really
so
meeting him.
curious.
Yeah,
'Cause it
right
seems
past
like the
that
most-
paywall.
Yeah, yeah. Literally, it's actually past the paywall. But
But get ready, cause oh man. You're
Well, I
up
was
a
gonna
wild ride.
say,
well,
Well,
I know what I'm
Thancred-
doing after this pod tonight. I'm actually going to continue like press on it through the story.
Hey.
I was gonna say about Thancred, I do like his attitude where he shows up and goes, "All right, what needs gun breaking?"
Yeah. Yep. So that's who I really identify with. Plus I love his style. His style is great. Oh, Box
He looks
Girls
at
is
the camera.
Shadowbringers.
He does a camera look. He thinks he's Deadpool. I love that about him.
Oh gosh. Well,
Yo, hit the mid break. I want to talk about this
Yeah.
turn-based stuff.
all right, cool. Well, let's go to the mid break.
What if I told you you only have 12 hours to legally have sex?
To finding true love, or just like a good guy.
From the director of Easy A and Anyone But You,
This whole thing is nuts.
There's nothing traditional about this night.
on August 7th, the clock starts on the summer's biggest rom-com.
I'm Owen.
Allie.
What about you and me?
Monica Barbaro, Callum Turner.
I've been told I'm a 7.
By who? Your mom?
No, she thinks I'm a 10.
One night only. Rated R. Only in theaters August 7th.
This episode is brought to you by Adobe Firefly, the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video generation. Built for today's creative process, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, and the timelines? Woo, yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Learn more at adobe.com/firefly.
All right, welcome to the middle show of the podcast where we talk about everything with the podcast has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here we want to thank all of our amazing patrons, all 4 of you guys today with us today. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to go to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show, just like all these fine folk with us today. And you can also find us on Apple and Spotify. Leave 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. We'll read it out loud the next time on the show, which we do have like quite a few of them since it's been 2 weeks. We have one on our characters Noctis Part 1 from Tal Eggleton saying Final Fantasy 15 gets a bad rap. Too many people hanging on the verses 13. It didn't happen. Final Fantasy 15 is great, is what we got, and it's amazing. Nothing but love for Noctis and Final Fantasy 15.
Was that purple?
Oh!
No, I don't think it was.
Final Fantasy Versus 13 is just Kingdom Hearts 4 anyway.
Fair. And then we have 4 comments on our last patron chat, which, funny enough, was that the last episode we did?
Yeah.
We have Summer of Heroes saying the summons are what makes Final Fantasy Final Fantasy, and so are the Chocobos.
I mean,
Steven.
Isn't the Chocobo the only thing that what's that movie? I forgot the name of the movie.
Oh, Spirits Within. Spirits
Isn't
Away?
that the only Final Fantasy thing that's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
Then yeah.
There's a live stream. All right, there's a live stream that's kind of in it.
We have
There's
Supreme.
a
We have Supreme Instinct saying tactics is everything in Final Fantasy, which tactics is great. If no one's played tactics before, I highly recommend it. We have from Bayleaf, well, crap, wasn't expecting my comment to be shown. It wasn't about Estinian, but I don't want to spoil anything about Post Endwalker, but is related to the bosses you fight. Ooh.
I know what
that's
it is.
nice. Oh, you know what it is? Okay. Cool. And then we have Graveyard Ball. You guys talked about 6, and you have to realize that Terra is the protagonist in the world of balance, and the story slightly shifts to Seals in the world of Ruin, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sort of.
I mean, 6 doesn't
She'll lead the
technically
party,
have a
but she's
protagonist,
not, like-
so is what it is.
No, it's
But
Celeste. I don't think Celeste is like the party leader in the second half of the game. Like World of Ruin, she's not the party leader. She's just like she's the first person you play as when you get
yeah,
back
that's what I was
into
gonna say.
the big. Yeah.
All right, and then you can also find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So go check those out, all great stuff. And we just added a Warhammer 40K podcast to Robots Radio, so if you like Warhammer 40K, there you go. There's a lot of podcasts. We have way too much. So go check that out. But with that being said, let's get back into more of our patron chat.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Cats, this ad is for you. Has your human ever called you picky, persnickety, choosy? If so, Perfect Bistro Cat Food is for you. With ingredients like wild-caught tuna and pasture-raised lamb, tantalizing textures, and delectable flavors that meet even the most discerning cat standards. You're not picky, you're just perfectionists. Perfect Bistro, mealtime perfection for every cat. Have your human visit perfectbistro.com.
All right, so now we're at the part. Should Final Fantasy return to turn-based combat? I'm pretty sure we're all unanimous here. That's a yes.
Yes.
I mean, with
that for the longest time.
with the success of Expedition, I mean, with the success of Expedition 33, and then obviously Baldur's Gate being a D&D. I mean, that was turn-based because D&D, which makes sense. But it's at this point, it's probably going to be inevitable that they're going to go back to turn-based at some point. If any game, it's probably going to be the next numbered game with like 17 whenever they want to do that. It's not going to be 7 per 3. That's not happening.
It wouldn't just randomly switch back in the third.
No, exactly. It's going to stay where it's at, where they just refine the combat system yet again because that's what they love to do. But if we ever get turn-based again, either it's going to be, hold my breath, this is highly skeptical right now, either a Final Fantasy IX remake or Final Fantasy 17. We're going to get one of those first. I guess there's a lot of circulation in the rumor mill recently that 9 is actually going to be getting remaked because it is the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
This year. So, which I wonder if they bring out a 9 remake or 9 remastered or something of that line, it'll be that game.
If they don't, they're building a lot of secret hype for no reason. There's too many clues.
They've been nodding at it for a while now.
Since the beginning of the year, since they started announcing, hey, it's the 25th anniversry.
And I'll just
then
go
they've
ahead
been
and say
dropping
Dawn
stuff.
Trail is 9 heavy.
Well,
There's
they
a
did,
reason.
Didn't they bundle a Zidane minion?
Zidane and Garnet.
Yeah. And Garnet, and you get Arc as a mount, and yada, 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 yeah.
So, that makes sense.
It makes sense if they release something. If they don't release something, it doesn't make any sense. They just love 9. I don't know. Steve works for Square secretly.
He wishes.
I didn't even think about 9 possibly being turn-based. But what a brilliant
This is what I was going to get into.
Yeah, I mean the love letter for the Final Fantasy series to come back to turn-based, back to the roots of how it all started, I think would be a brilliant move.
They
So
use
using
9
the
to love letter to
8
the whole OG fans once again.
I mean, just
And
to bring it back is because 16 just was action RPG, no party system. As much as I actually really like the story and whatnot, I'm like, this is. But you bring it back to 9 with a remake that basically celebrates the series, returns it back to the core, and hopefully everything moving thereafter is turn-based.
Well, I think one big advantage they can really take from this is Expedition 33 just came out and everybody loves the turn-based. Not everybody, but they got a lot of hype for the turn.
Oh yeah. And
for sure.
I would even say that this is not new. Look at how successful Atlas is with their Persona.
Oh yeah,
Persona.
Metaphor
Yeah,
was recent with Metaphor. What came out last year or 2 years ago?
Metaphor was huge.
Last year, and Expedition came out this year. I mean,
it didn't go anywhere.
It's no turn-based is, I think, with the
it's always
success
been around
of
with Dragon Quest and it's always been around. But I think and I always wondered this: why did they decide to deviate completely away from it?
I personally think it was just to get new players in.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to. They changed the combat style, and this is for me in the gaming market world. Then brought in the aspect of the style of the game to get bigger audience, and then also to make it easier for newer players or people who like a lot of games nowadays in the last decade haven't really been turn-based. It's always been action-based, and that's the style everything was going towards. Obviously Final Fantasy went with the trend. Now with the trend
15
like at the beginning of 15, when you boot it up, it says like for first-time players and for returning.
Yeah.
But then,
they went
with the success of a lot of the newer, like Baldur's Gate, Metaphor, Expedition, we kind of see that tipping back. where I think the trend's going to go back to turn-based style, because a lot of people are like, I can deal with turn-based if it's like in this set, like in this format.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're definitely going to have to evolve it somehow, and that's what I'm really curious about.
But it's like how, you know, because it's not going to be ATB. It's not going to be like just straight up turn based, like completely. They have to add some sort of spin to it. I can't think of what that might even be.
And that is what I was just fixing to ask. So what is turn based?
Right. Because if it's not going to be the ATB is personally my favorite game.
But is ATB even turn based? Because it's not. Yeah.
So that's the thing. Right. So like, if we're going way back, then how are we going to modernize it? Because they wouldn't just absolutely
straight up turn based though is like, because if and you play D&D or Baldur's Gate 3, that's straight up turn based. There's no frills to it, and it is very strategic, and I enjoy that. The way I started playing RPGs was initially there was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It was a CRPG called Pool of Radiance, and then I played that whole series and a bunch of other ones, and that's straight up, straight up turn based. Maybe it's just, like
back to basics is the only way.
Back to basics.
I mean, personally, I'd be fine if they went back to full turn-based, like how Baldur's Gate went, or how about this? They kind of do a hybrid to where, so say we're thinking 9 here. You do the random encounter and get into combat. Then you have a like small grid map, and use it like Baldur's Gate, and use the characters in a strategic way that way. That would be kind of cool.
So like Fire Emblem?
Kinda-ish.
Wouldn't that just be kind of more of a tactics sequel then?
Kind of.
Fans losing their minds right now.
Kind of like that. But I mean, have it in, I wouldn't say grid based, but more like open space, like Baldur's Gate. Like you have set movement, you have set like skills to use depending on what it is.
Kind of like an XCOM type thing?
Yes, there you go. That's a turn base. That, and we have a new one coming out with Star Wars. Zero Company. Yeah, Star Wars Zero Company comes out next year, and it is made by XCOM devs and other devs of major games.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Fully customizable characters too. You can have a whole unit of droids if you want to. Anyway, this is not my Holocron history podcast, but anyway, I would nerd about that game left and right. But yeah, do something like an XCOM. That'd be kind of cool.
You can get behind that.
There's no way to do 9 without doing turn-based, because you have to utilize the party. The party is what makes that game. It's all the characters. Like you can do 15 and 16 with singular characters, but you cannot do 9, can't do 10 or any of the earlier games without having the ability to use all those characters. And they could do something like a hybrid like they did with the remakes and Rebirth. But I think the action adventure is I think they've learned from that, because those games, other than Remake and Rebirth, didn't sell as well as they'd hoped. So I think they will look at that and probably go back to the turn-based, more traditional style.
Yeah, and
I think it could stand on its own being turn-based classic. I mean, the whole remake thing they'd just be making pretty badass animations for the attacks. Like as long as it looks awesome and feels how it used to, it's perfect.
Yeah, like Expedition
Yeah.
33. Like you can do something like that where you're seeing like the actual big moves being made, but you're still like you're expanding it so it doesn't look like
PS1 game.
Roblox characters attacking each other. You're actually
I agree with Box Girl.
Combos.
Yeah. VV Steiner combos updated.
Pretty cool.
I'm gonna speak a unpopular opinion here, and I'm gonna say I wouldn't mind if they did the 9 remake kind of the way they did 10-2's battle system or like 13's battle system, where you have the ATB, you have all of your standard party building skills and matchups, but the map matters. Like your people move through the battle, and like you have cone attacks, kind of like a 14 type thing where there's actual mechanics or like environment to the fight. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that.
I think that's a really important thing to add, actually, because it still gives the player that feel of I'm doing things. I hear so many people complain about turn-based of, oh, I'm just pressing a button over and over. I don't feel engaged. And it's like, there's games that can fix that. And I think 14 is a great example.
Octopath.
Not the hugest fan of Octopath, but I will give it credit. Yeah, it does, like...
I mean, Octopath is old school Final Fantasy. That's what Octopath is.
Isn't it by Square?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's by Square.
Think,
That's why.
I think people who think that, though, don't really use strategic methods of how to beat these enemies. They just, oh, I'm just going to mash attack.
Exactly. And it's like, that's their gameplay style, okay, but that's not how really you're supposed to play the game. And I know there's not supposed to be like, you have to play the game this way. It's not, but to get the most enjoyment out of it, play with it, not against it.
I feel the same way when people say, oh, you beat Kingdom Hearts by hitting triangle the whole game. You can, but there's so much more to do with those games than just wait for the action button sequence.
Yeah.
Switch died.
I like to see somebody beat it just mashing triangle in proud mode.
Right.
Sephiroth.
I was just about to say, bring that energy to Sephiroth. See what happens.
And sorry, this is kind of a tangent, or not tangent, but this is a little side thing. If anybody's seen the Sephiroth card from the Magic the Gathering set, and the One-Winged Angel version,
Safer
Sephiroth?
Sephiroth?
That is a new version that we haven't seen before because it's a spoiler to Part 3.
Oh, I heard of that. Isn't it like the dual side one?
Yeah, it's a dual side card.
I heard
And everybody's like, wait a minute, we haven't seen this version. And then the director of 7 is like, oh, spoiler.
I can't explain that or something. That's what he said.
Yeah, he said something like, I can't talk about this yet.
Yeah, right.
I can't talk about it. He's like,
Yeah, we kind of forgot 7 Part 3's not out yet.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's a game that though they could just be like, once 7.3 releases, they'll just be like, and look, you got the card for it. It's awesome.
Fair point. Let's see how rare that card is.
I was just about to say, inflate it.
But
about the 9 remake, if they do it, are they gonna make the characters like look real, proportional, or are they gonna look more cartoony?
Ooh,
I hope they look cartoony. I don't want to see realistic Monkey Man.
For real.
My vote was going to be updated, but not human. You know what I mean? You give them that 9 flair.
I know we're not supposed to bring this up, but Kingdom Hearts art style?
There you
kind
go.
of still that cartoony, but anime. Yeah. Like, I think
I mean,
that kind of direction.
What you could do is literally just take the cutscenes of 9 and use that for the entire game.
That's what I'm hoping.
But
part of me wonders if they
I
kind of
mean,
make it look.
But
I feel
obviously,
like they're gonna
update it in
some
Resid and
designs.
Right, you can update it, but keep the spirit of, because I feel like it would take away so much if like Zidane looked real. It'd be so
Yeah.
good.
If they give Zidane a Karen haircut, bro, oh my god.
Like, they'd obviously check. Because, I mean, when you look, let's take the 7 remakes. How much do these characters, they obviously look like their original, like, models, but they're drastically, like, realistic and updated and all that stuff. I'm sure they're going to do something similar, but I just hope they keep the heart and soul of
Polishing.
what the original. Yeah.
But I mean, 7 characters were squares. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Straight up polygons, yeah.
Yeah.
At least 9's had some definition.
Fair.
That is
It
true.
needs to be cartoony.
And make the summons just look as awesome as ever.
Yeah. And I don't think we have to worry about that.
They always.
Oh, I know. Gosh, yeah. I mean, and like I said at the beginning, like we're pretty unanimous here. Like it's going to go back to turn-based at some point. With the success of everything that's been coming out in the last literally year, 2 years, it's going to happen.
Feel if say they did both simultaneously, like maybe they have a franchise or spin-off that is solely action and closer to 16, but then for their main lines they go back, because I feel like a lot of people still do like that modern gameplay, and we would lose them. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
or not.
There's so many other games to do that though. There's so many other action RPGs
they could just go to
do
the
it better.
one. Yeah,
I mean, you can say that with the 7 remake trilogy. I mean, they're using a hybrid system of turn-based and action, which I'm fine with. I don't know. That's a tough call. We'll see whenever they announce 17 in the next 3 years. God knows how long we actually will get a 17.
Another Strangers in Paradise.
How many
years?
They're
going to do that one again.
No, God, no, they're not going to do that again. What was it? 15 came out in what, 2016?
2015, maybe.
15 came out in 15?
15? I thought
we did this on the last page.
I know we did.
Right? Didn't we?
Yeah, we did, and I can't remember.
Years. Just all
I think Riku's looking it up.
2016. Yeah, I got you.
16. Okay, I was right. So 15 came out in 16. So, and 16 came out in 23. 23.
That one I know for sure. 23. Yeah.
23.
It
Okay.
came to PC in 24.
So, okay. So that's what, for 7 years in between games. So
2030, y'all.
They're different devs though, aren't they?
So what?
Because aren't they different devs? Like the Final Fantasy VII people.
No, yeah, they're different devs. I'm just talking the mainline studio that does the numbered games from 15 to 16 was a 7-year gap. Yeah, the 7 remake trilogy.
We haven't heard.
They're a separate team from the mainline studio, and then obviously you have the 14 devs, which are completely separate.
3 branches of Final Fantasy Square. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, my niece is yelling.
I just Googled it, and Google AI says late 2020s or early 2030s is the speculation.
So, yeah,
right now.
Sounds about right. 7 years.
I mean, that's a wide blanket to throw.
See, so 7 years from now, let's say that turn-based just totally takes a shit. Like it's just no longer a thing anymore. Like people are like, I hate third. I don't know why that would happen, but let's just say that. And then they come out like, oh, we're going back to turn-based, and it's even less successful because of that. Not to say it can be a good game, but still.
I feel like
if
that's
I was
totally
them, I would
possible.
capitalize on the opportunity like now.
Yeah.
You know? So maybe just do 9 and do that turn. Like it would be a missed opportunity if they didn't do it within the next 2 or 3 years.
I'm gonna make a wild fence.
Well, the thing with 9 is that
Go ahead.
the rumors are is that it's already made. They're just waiting to announce it for like big cons over in like Japan. So it's supposedly already done. They're just waiting on the proper time to release it. So it could be too late to even
Summer
do
Game Fest this year.
I think they did confirm Square is appearing then.
Yeah.
And it's the 25th anniversary, so
I'm not getting my hopes up, none, because I've already gotten hopes up already.
Until I see a trailer, I don't believe.
I think we all agree with that. I was gonna say I'm gonna swing for the fences here, and I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 17 VR.
No.
Well, the last VR game they had did not do so well.
VR is.
It was 15 fishing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did not know about
PSVR
that.
had fishing DLC. That's.
Apparently, it's really good though.
I mean,
I like that was one of my favorite parts about 15 was the fishing part, man. So
15 had good fishing, yeah.
It was
of all the
awesome.
games, yeah.
I loved it.
I mean, I don't know if any of you have actually put a meta on your head and just been at the dashboard, but imagine a fight against Shiva in meta. I mean,
how would the
we could
gameplay be
leaning-
though?
I know there's kinks. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying
I'm all
we
for
could
seeing that up close.
Yeah, dude, we could
but-
have a VR Final Fantasy in 7 years. That's kind of the way everybody's trying to release kind of a side. Like even Borderlands has VR now. It's crazy. The
right.
Skyrim has VR. I mean,
Horizons
we could
VR 's
see
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah.
The Horizon Zero Dawn's DR is actually really good.
Purple, can you
Ooh,
imagine
I
as
would-
hot as you are right now if you summoned Ifrit
Like-
and you actually got the VR on? You're like, I'm hot, and there's this
This
fire demon in
machine
front
on
of
my
me.
face.
Yeah,
There's
this is like
fire.
this is 4D now. I'm totally immersed in the game.
You got to
God.
stand in
Is
front of a
Final
window
Fantasy
unit
like
for that
real
fight.
life? Yeah, it is.
You're
when
right.
You summon Ifrit and the actually, where are you? Where are you, Purple? Where are you? Where exactly are you?
California. It is
For real?
90 right now.
Where?
Central
Don't
Valley.
doubt yourself.
Yeah,
True's
Central
gonna get
Valley.
ya, Yeah.
Central Valley. Okay, yeah. So I'm in Cali, and it's sunny. It's supposed to be 94 on Friday, but
It's supposed to hit the hundreds later
Oh
this
my God.
week. I am
yeah, like I
dreading.
said, play that with Ifrit. Oh my goodness.
Ben
I'm in Ohio. I'm in
I need a hug
Ohio
from
in the
Shiva.
50s.
Me and Rico are giggling over here at your 90s.
Yeah.
Hey.
Not only that, but we're in the middle of a severe storm warning.
I put up with traffic and pay the ridiculous amount to live here, such that I don't have to worry about any emergency weather
Touche.
situation.
Yeah, the storm just came through here, so we're good. I think it's done finally.
Yeah, I'm not even getting it. So
This
It
morning.
rained for 3 days straight here. I'm good.
no, it's been raining here, but just not storming. But all right, well, I think we're at the end of the show. So, yeah, unanimously, Final Fantasy is going to go back to turn-based. So, if anybody didn't catch that already, that was this entire last part, and then a whole 9 talk, because that's the best one to do it. Let's be honest, it's going to be the best one to do it.
Just give it to
But I
us.
realized I was muted.
And before
I was
Ben
muted
Starr
for
comes
half.
out and announces 8 remake.
We're gonna get 8 before 9. Ooh.
They just start going in chronological order again.
Oh my god, if they do,
broke
it's like,
Steve.
hey, here's the 8 remake for on the 25th anniversary of 9. And I was like, you effers.
I would prefer.
Insane.
No, listen. I would prefer an 8 remake, so that way I can finally play through it. Because
True. Yeah.
I'm
Because
praying
the
to
junction
God they get
system
rid of
sucks.
the junction system. I played it. Yeah, 9 is
Junction's
perfect. I don't need a
terrible.
remake of it. 8 remake it, please, for the love of God, so I can finally play through it.
Well, hopefully if no one hears my niece in the background, I'm going to end the show. All right, well, everybody,
Anyway.
thank you again for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays, and just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes, they put you on hold, your doctor doesn't take your plan, game over. We see you, so we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc, search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly, no cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.